Well, what a day it was in MJ land today. There was a sea of green, tons of double-digit gains out there today. I'm sure everybody will take it. Hey, HEXO traders and investors, it's Rod with Pal Group. Welcome back on The Pursuit of Wool. Today is Wednesday, it's July 20th. Happy hump day, hope you're well today. And in this video, going to be discussing the stock HEXO Corp. It was up 20% today. I want to remind everybody that we should keep our emotions in check and try not to get too excited. We still have a lot of work to do on the weekly and the monthly time frame. We still need to confirm weekly and monthly uptrends, but we're on a pretty good track at the moment. And like I said, it's reassuring to see all of our names up double-digit gains. Even the broader market as well was up quite a bit today. And we're going to be talking about how we are on track for the highest monthly volume ever on the Nasdaq for HEXO. And also we'll do some technical analysis and what I'll be looking for in the days and weeks ahead. Before we get to it though, make sure to smash the like, help support me in the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. If you're new, you can subscribe and take the bell. You'll be notified on any future videos and when I go live. Taking a look at this article from Benzinga. So you can see here, bullish Wednesday for MJ stocks, and HEXO was among the top gainers. Like I said, a sea of green out there today, and I'm sure everybody will take it. It's been a change from what we've been accustomed to over the last, 17, 18 months. It's been a brutal bear market, and I don't think anybody expected this, but it is, like I said, a little bit of a sigh of relief to see double-digit gains. We had lots of names up over 20% today, and I also want to just do a quick update on HEXO's Nasdaq listing. I did do a video. I'm not going to go too in-depth for the sake of the video. I already did a video on this and my thoughts and opinions on this, but you can check this out. HEXO Corp reverse split looming or Nasdaq extension. A short 8-minute video. You can check that out for my full thoughts and opinions on that. But essentially just want to remind everybody that we're coming up to the minimum bid requirement date, July 25th. You can see here that pushes us out to Monday. So essentially we only have 2 more trading days, tomorrow and Friday, to regain that. Well, we know it's 10 consecutive days, so we're essentially not going to regain listing compliance, but we have 2 more trading days before Monday. Between now and Monday, we should figure out whether or not we're going to get an extension. I think the most likely scenario, we're going to get an extension. We know Sundial Growers did, SNDL. They got a 6-month extension. So if we push that out 6 months, that would give us till January 25th. And something to keep in mind is that we know that there's the defense bill, the safe banking amendment was added to that, so we could see potential for safe banking and uplisting to NASDAQ and things like that. Traditional banking be able to, where business is legal in the US, we'll be able to see that traditional means of banking interact with MJ companies, and then potential for uplisting to the NASDAQ and then New York Stock Exchange. Something I just want to remind everybody is that also Schumer's bill and a meeting scheduled for next week could coincide quite nicely here. If we get this extension, a lot of people think we're going to do another reverse split. Imagine if we get the extension until January 25th and then we have safe banking. That's what I think is going to happen, is we're going to get safe banking. All the institutions and the Wall Street bankers and hedge funds and everything will get positioned. Then we'll go through a descheduling, right? Expungement of records, things like that. And then we'll see full-blown legalization come after the fact, right? After those 2 things. But this is some massive news and catalysts that could propel the sector higher. Like I said, we were waiting for something like safe banking or U.S. legalization progress. And sure enough, it was U.S. legalization and potential for safe banking to pass all in one go, right? And that's exactly what ignited the sector. And we're going to take a look at the chart here right now on HEXO. Again, not really much has changed since the last time I did some technical analysis, but we are starting the weekly bounce. And one thing I want to point out here, and that I noticed, is that on the NASDAQ chart, we're going for the record monthly candle volume in history. So this could be the highest monthly candle volume in NASDAQ history for HEXO. If you take a look at the previous record, it was 291 million, and that was back in November. And currently this month, we're already at 201 million. And if I zoom into the weekly time frame here, just to kind of put things into perspective, if we have 9 days in the month, but only 5, 6, 7 trading days left, if there's 7 trading days left in the month, for comparison's sake, let's just take a look at how many shares have been traded this week already in just 3 days. So in just 3 days, we're at 49 million. So if we're at 201 million for the month and we only need to get to 291, we're already at 50 million shares in 3 trading days. So we could easily get above that 291 million, in my opinion, by the end of the month here, with still 7 trading days left to go. Let me know in the comments below if you agree with me, disagree with me, but I do think that we're going to potentially set a new record this month. And what do we know about volume? Generally, we need to see volume to give us confidence that the bottom is in. And if we're going to see record volume, like who's left buying, right? If most retail selling and everybody is tapped out, right? I know people who said they'd never sell HEXO and they finally capitulated and they moved on to other things. But who's buying all those shares, right? If retail is selling, who's left to buy? And like I said, nothing happens in the world with the JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, and it's proven that these institutions, there's 0 institutions short only on HEXO. And we know that those companies have a ton of holdings, and you get the Vanguards, the BlackRocks of the world, right? This is trillions and trillions of dollars that they have for assets under management. And in my opinion, that's who's doing the buying. So if we zoom in, it's going to be great to see by the end of the month if we do hit record volume. As we know with volume usually precedes price, right? And we have a lot of other bullish catalysts that we can, or bullish indicators that we can look at here, which I'll show in a second. But if we take a look at the weekly time frame, we are bouncing on the weekly, just meaning that we broke the high of last week. The high of last week was at 0.204 cents, and we broke that. So just basically 20.5 cents. We broke above that, and then we closed at the high of the day today, and we had a nice strong close. So close at the high of the day. The next resistance level to be watching is 25 cents, and we're not yet daily overbought on the RSI either. Personally, I'm not going to be selling a single share before $5. That's my first take profit area. I'm not selling all my shares. I'll take out my initial investment. Maybe I'll sell 10 or 20% of my shares at $5, but then I'll be holding the rest long term. I've got HEXO in a long-term no touch, which I'm not touching until the US legalizes and we see the hype and the run up into that. And then I have it in a shorter term account as well. I'll take first profit at $5 and then again at $10, etc. But again, we can't get too excited. We're just starting the weekly bounce. We need to confirm a weekly uptrend, so we still need to come up, form a high and then a higher low and then a higher high. Then we need to zoom out to the monthly. We'll start the monthly bounce, which could happen next month with only 8 days left, like I said, in the month. And then we'll look for a monthly higher low and higher high. And then once we're in a monthly and a weekly uptrend, we can be confident that the bottom is in and that we're starting a new bull market, and that I think could last multiple years. Taking a look at the weekly time frame here, we are seeing a bull cross of the stochastic, and the MACD has remained bullish ever since November of last year. This is looking really good, and we've been trending higher and higher and higher, and usually it's about 6 months after we see that on the weekly time frame where we see a massive move, 6 to 12 months where we see the real move come from that indicator crossing, like I said, because it's on the weekly. And then stochastic crossing bullish. If we can close this week over 23 cents, that 10-week moving average, we've got all systems go, and we can likely expect a massive move. We also had a bear cross of the 50 and the 100 weekly moving average, so we got that out of the way, and we have already seen quite a bit of downside, so just questioning how much more we're really going to see from here. Personally, I'm all done buying. I'm sitting at around 72,000 HEXO shares, and I'll only add again if we get to 15 cents USD. And I will add a second time if we get to 10 cents, and then again at 5, but every 5 cents essentially. So 15 USD, if we get to 15 cents USD, I'll add again. If we get to 10 USD, I'll add again. And if we get to 5 cents USD, I'll add again. I highly doubt we would get there. That means the market cap of HEXO would be less than 100 million. It would be like 50 million or something like that if we got down to 10 or 5 cents. I really don't anticipate that happening. And we also had the death cross way back a year ago in summer of 2021. And we're getting close to getting over the 50-day moving average there as well at 24 cents. So we have the 10-week moving average at 23 cents and the 50-day moving average at 24 cents. If we can get a daily and weekly candle close over 24 cents, then we have nothing nearby until the 100-day there at 39 cents. But on the price action, 25 cents as well. So like to remain bullish, what I want to see bare minimum is a weekly candle close over 23 cents. Then we're looking at 25 cents. And then, like I said, we have a lack of resistance until about 39 cents after that. I do think that we could be due for a massive short squeeze, not just in HEXO, but in the MJ space. And just imagine the bullish catalyst that we could see if we get safe banking and uplisting to the Nasdaq and the NYSE, if we get any kind of legalization progress, and we get if we start to figure out that we're going to get the potential 60 votes that's needed in the Senate, this could easily spark MJ 200-300% gains even from here, right? And then couple that with CPG partner announcement from HEXO. We could see a partnership with an MSO. I did a video on that as well. You can check that out. An entry into California. We could also see a bunch of other catalysts as well. There could even be multiple CPG partners, one in cosmetics as well. There's a ton of short-term and long-term catalysts, both from MJ perspective, an MJ sector perspective, and a HEXO perspective. So I'm excited. Let me know in the comments below if you're excited. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. If you agree with me, disagree with me, do you think the bottom is in? Would love to hear from you. I always enjoy reading the comments, and we'll continue the conversation in the comment section below. Thanks so much again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth. It's Rod with Pal Group. If you could smash the like, share the video with anybody that might find value, I would appreciate it. And we shall see you on the next video. Take care, everybody.